Hello everybody and welcome back to 365 days of single shenanigans. I think today's day 12. We're really getting through the days, but we're progressing, we're getting there. But today, the reason we are sitting on the floor is because we are actually doing a workout today. So a while ago, I watched a video on Instagram talking about how you only need to do, you need to do 10 exercises and get really good at them. And today we're going to be trying out the first 4, which are a vertical push, horizontal push, vertical push, vertical pull, vertical push. I think that's right. Because at the moment the legs are still out of commission. I don't want to do any leg exercises today, so we're gonna just do some arms. We're gonna try out a few exercises I saw on the internet, one of each of those, and yeah, let's see how we go. This is all of the workout equipment I have. I have a yoga mat, I have 2 2-kilogram dumbbells, and 2, I think they're about 500 grams each, wrist weights. I actually really don't remember though. Yeah, this feels like a quarter of that weight. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Pretty sure these are 500 grams each. I'm thinking I will, just to be safe so that I don't injure myself again, we're gonna start with doing all of them with just the wrist weights, and then if that's way too easy, then we will move up. We'll try these, but I'm thinking I need to get a pair of 1-kilogram dumbbells so that I can go from one of these, so I can go from these on my wrists to these not on my wrists, and a 1-kilogram dumbbell in each hand. And then once that's too easy, then 1-kilogram dumbbell plus the 500-gram wrist weights on each hand, and then we put those away, and then we just use these, and then we have one more level of progression we can do. But I think we will be able to make some progress with just these today, because my physio has advised me to do light weights and high repetitions, which is difficult to gain muscle with, because as we all know, that the best way to build muscle is with progressive overload in the 8 to 12 rep range, increasing the weight to keep that 8 to 12 rep range. You're working really hard and getting quite close to failure, if not going to failure itself. But there is another way. I don't know the full exercise science behind it. I'm not a personal trainer, but I believe I heard somewhere that it's when the reps are getting really, really tough that like you're those kind of reps, those are the reps that are really counting towards that progressive overload. So I'm thinking if I just do as many reps as I need to get to that point where I'm working really hard to do those reps even with the light weight, then I think we can get some progressive overload happening. So we're gonna try that. I'm gonna do as many reps as I need, and then when the reps are starting to get difficult, that's when I'm gonna start counting, and I'll count for 8 reps and then stop. So however many it is easy, then it's easy, and then when they're starting to get difficult, then I will start counting for those 8 to 12 reps. Okay, I've got the weights on my wrists now all set up. The first exercise we are going to be doing is actually a floor chest press. So most of the time people do a chest press on a bench, and it's called bench press, but we're doing floor press today because I don't have a bench, and it's also you're also less likely to injure yourself when you do a floor press. So that's what we're gonna do today. I will link a video for the form videos that I'm referencing for all of these exercises, because I bet you my form is going to be absolutely trash. So what was it? You lay on the floor like this, and you want your back flat on the floor, if I remember correctly. So I've tucked in my tailbone, I've braced my core, and then you want to hold the dumbbells like you don't want to be like this, where you've got like kind of a straight line going through your upper arms. You actually want to be tucked in just a little bit. I'm going to pretend like I'm holding dumbbells so that it becomes easier too when it's time. And we're just going to do this. Now, because these weights are so easy right now, it's probably going to take me quite a while to get anywhere close to a working rep, but I will just speed through these like little easy reps. Actually, one more thing I need to do is I need to do less of the range of motion. So that will help both prevent injury for myself, and it will also help get to that working set range faster, and I can't rest like that. So I'm gonna always keep my elbows up just a little bit, and I'm going to keep them bent just a little bit up here. I'm not going to go the full way, and we'll see how many reps it takes me to start to feel it. Oh. Okay, I think I did more than 12 reps where it was like really working, but I remembered that there's a few different ways that like the science works with when you're doing lighter weight and higher reps, but I will say my chest, especially on the left side, ow, my leg's already hurting. My chest on the left side gotta work out. That it's tired. Oh goodness, my leg. Okay, I'm gonna move to the bed. Oh, my leg really hurts from that. That is not good. Anyways, though, as I was saying, the chest worked, at least the left side. My right side didn't seem to do much, but I'm sure once I like continue doing it, my left side will catch up to, I'm guessing my right side must be stronger then because it's my like dominant side. So I'm thinking once we get some working out of that left side, it'll match the strength of this side. So that should be good. This next exercise you're supposed to do on a bench, but I'm gonna try doing it on my bed. Wait, that's not what the next exercise is supposed to be. Oh, I totally forgot. The next exercise is exercise with standing, not on. That's the third exercise. I mean, I might as well do it now. Yeah, I'll just do it now because I'm set up for it. The next exercise was going to be an Arnold press, but we'll do that next. This one is, I actually totally forgot the name, but it's my vertical pull exercise. Now, vertical pull exercises are usually your lat pull downs, your pull-ups, your chin-ups, those kinds of things, but I don't have of the equipment for that. All I have are these wrist weights and those dumbbells. So we're actually going to be trying a very different exercise, one that I've never seen anybody do before until I googled it. So for this exercise, you're usually laying on a bench, but obviously I don't have a bench, I have a bed. So we're gonna lay on the bed. My bed is really comfortable. And then you cup a dumbbell, right? It's usually with a dumbbell, and you put it here. And I don't know. I think I forgot how to do this one. I didn't really understand it because it's supposed to be you're using the same as you're supposed to be using your lats and maybe your chest too. Hold on, let me try. My elbow's feeling a bit funny in that one. I'm not supposed to work out without supervision. So they cup the dumbbell and they hold it like this. And then they stretch their lats, right? Okay, hold on, like this. Maybe. That's my neck. Okay, if I stop moving my neck. Okay, yeah, this is working, I think. Interesting. Definitely not ideal doing it off the back of my bed. I don't know, we might have to give this one a miss for now. Maybe we try with some chairs later? Using chairs instead of a bench, perhaps? It might be better if I was able to use my feet for stability, kind of. I'm not sure. Shall we do the Arnold press? Let's do the Arnold press. We weren't supposed to do this one yet anyways. Okay, so for the Arnold press, it's pretty simple, but it's good because you're rotating your shoulders in it. So it actually works more of the shoulder head than your regular incline shoulder press. So what is it? We'd start like this, and we start like this, and we go like this. Okay, so for our strategy, right, of the shorter range of motion, slower, higher reps, lightweight, that's our strategy for me, for my conditions. So we're usually starting here. I think I have to start at least here. I'll start here and here. Okay, this is what we're doing. I should probably be a little slower. All right, I'm gonna speed this up, although I am already shaking. But it's still probably gonna be a lot of reps before it really goes anywhere. And again, my left side is working more than my right side. Anyway, I'm gonna speed this up now. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think, I probably had a few more reps in me, but I'm like, you know what, that might be enough. That might be enough. Wow, interesting. That is so interesting. This is just fascinating. How we get pushed this one thing, right? Of lift heavy, 8 to 12 reps. But there's actually a lot more to exercise science than the public is led to believe. And I'm sure most personal trainers kind of learn about that. Obviously physios and exercise physiologists probably learn about that. But it is fascinating how that works. Because like, I usually do that. I used to do that a lot, actually. I used to do the Arnold press quite a lot with a higher weight. But I did the full range of motion. I probably did it a bit faster. And it was quicker, actually, to get to this level of soreness, I think. But that is very interesting that I was able to get my muscles working so much with just these simple wrist weights by adjusting the exercise in very small, free ways. Very, very interesting, I think. I guess I should rest for a little bit. Maybe I didn't rest enough between exercises. That might be another reason why it was actually, that was surprisingly quick to be sore like that. I guess I'll rest for a little bit and then we'll get into our next exercise. Okay, so for this next exercise, we are doing a bent over dumbbell row. Obviously, we're not actually using the dumbbells, we're using the wrist weights. I can't 100% remember how to do this one, but I'm gonna just give it a go and we will see how it goes. So I'll just tuck my pelvis in, gonna bend at the knees a little bit, hinge at the hips. That should be good. You want your shoulders kind of away from your ears, and we're using kind of more our lats, right? Not our like biceps or anything. So I'm not 100% sure of the range of motion that we should be doing, but I think I'm gonna go just a little bit past, because I think that's usually the proper range of motion. I'd probably go like here because I'm crazy, so maybe just past my hip, just a teensy bit, and then not going fully straight but keeping a bend in the arm. Okay, we're doing that. We're going slow and we're doing as many reps as we can, pretty much, until I'm like, oh, I can't do any more. That's the goal. That's the goal. Okay. This one's not working, guys. This one, my legs are working more than my arm. And so if I keep going with this exercise, the legs are gonna suffer and not gonna heal as much, and we won't actually be able to start working them out again. So, okay, so I'm gonna consider that a win. We weren't able to complete 2 of the exercises because they weren't quite right for my body. They weren't feeling right. So we'll have to keep looking for exercises for those 2. That was both of the pull exercises were the ones that we couldn't complete. So the vertical pull and horizontal pull. But we have 2 exercises that we can do. So I'm gonna take that as a win. I'll keep working on those exercises. Probably try and do 3 times a week. I'll just do 1 set of each for now, and then if I'm feeling confident with that, then I'm gonna up it to 2 or 3. And hopefully I can do a little bit more research and find some other exercises for those other 2 arm exercises. We should be fine. See, it's the arm exercises that are the ones that are a bit tricky to do at home. because so many of them need a bench. The leg exercises, by the time my leg is healed, I think I should be able to do kind of this same thing, find leg exercises I can do at home, but that should be relatively easy compared to these arm exercises. Yeah, so I'm excited. We've got 2 exercises we can do now on a regular basis that shouldn't injure anything, and they do work my muscles without injuring them because I can use a very light weight. Because like, even though like it was really hurting in here, it was really hurting, and I was actually kind of worried that I was gonna injure myself in my chest, but I've realized I only ever really injure myself in the joints. And so I was really worried because it was like a really strange pain that I was having right there. But that's not a joint. That's a joint. That's a joint. But I only ever injure myself in my joints because that's the problem with hypermobility. It's the joints are hypermobile. So I'm gonna say that's a really big win, and I'm excited to get strong. Very unfortunate we don't have any pull exercises to do at this time, but that's okay. We win some, we lose some. So I will see you tomorrow. I actually don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow for tomorrow's video. I'm thinking of doing another book-based video because I think last week we talked about the new 1 Minute Manager book. So I'm thinking I should talk about another book that I've read, but I'm not sure yet. We'll see what we do tomorrow.